Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. Show 2 of America's elite businesses up close and personal. We're going to be in the clubhouse today. Check out our interviews. We'll be right back. Well, we're back again at Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club, and we're actually at the place that I enjoy here. We've got Matt, the general manager of the restaurant. This is where we get our grub on, and we were just a second ago talking about the full liquor bar. It's beautiful, but it's here for a reason. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, our main focus here is with the residents that live here in the neighborhood, but again, we are still open to the public.
Right.
Full bar, happy hour is every day from 1 to 6, so it makes it pretty lengthy happy hour. Makes some very happy people, I think, when they get that. So and we always get the nice little last minute push on drinks right before 6 o'clock, so they can all get their inexpensive drinks in. But they're not in it. They're not cheap on the pours, I can tell you that.
We've got we're here on Wednesday too, and people won't know that because it's an archived broadcast here. But golfers are coming in. What's going on here on Wednesday?
Yep, on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, the Men's Golf Association comes in after they play in the morning, and they do their awards in our large dining room. We use that for events like that, and also for different catered events that we've done here before. It seats about 62 people, so we keep a pretty decent sized room there we can do for different events and things, so people can come in and reserve that, and we can do all the food and beverage for it.
You know, this is our second segment of America's Elite Businesses Up Close and Personal, and Rod probably hasn't told you yet, but we're putting together a little mini golf outing. We're going to include all the businesses that are in this little tight fraternity, and so we'll be up here in the next couple months here, and it may be 10, it may be 100, but we're definitely going to bring it here, which brings me to the members. I understand we're open to the public. I understand that the golfing is open to the public,
Yes.
but the realism of it all is you guys cater to your members, the residents that live here. Tell us about how you focus on that data.
Like I say, with the different golf groups, we always have to make sure we have room especially reserved for them. We don't, if we're booking other events that aren't member related, we won't bump out one of our members. We really, they are top of the food chain, I guess you could say, as far as us taking care of people when they come in. We'll take care of everybody, but those are the ones we focus on them. Make sure we have different specials we run, for them specifically, each day, so that it's makes it worthwhile for them to come in and enjoy. And we want everybody to come and enjoy, but we definitely take care of the guests and the members. So.
I mentioned that I was a member of a country club way back in the day, and we had a set that we had to spend. And in a way that made a little sense because it got everybody into the restaurant. It said sometime, what are you guys doing from a behind the scenes standpoint to touch every member? Everybody who lives here should at least be in here a few times to see what they're missing.
Well, yeah, we would hope that everybody that lives in here would come in here. Right. Some can't necessarily get up here for whatever reasons. But we try to take, we have a local book that goes out called the Crane Lakes Courier.
There we go.
We have something in there. We do music a couple times a month, so to invite people in for that. That's how we kind of get out to the community here to touch everybody that's here. So we try to, we've definitely grown the business over the last 4 and a half years that I've been taking over. So. It's been a fun ride, and it's continuing to grow and get better and better all the time.
What's your relationship with Matt? I remember the last time we came in here, you guys kind of sneered at each other. Everything good with you and Matt? Matt, or Rod, excuse me, is the golf pro. Are you guys okay?
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Rod's a good guy. We get along. We take care of each other. If I need something from the golf course, he gave us some giveaways for our Super Bowl party. He'll help out with any of that. If he needs something for the pro shop, whether it's, set up, some buffet appetizers or whatever for a golf group that comes in, we take care of all that. We work with each other.
Great guy.
We can't work against each other. We never work in the community here because we take care of the same people. So
let's talk about the food. I know we talked just a couple minutes ago about what you bring out each and every day. Are you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and do you have daily specials?
Always daily specials, but we're just lunch and dinner, no breakfast.
Okay.
We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 9 and Sunday 11 to 10, and we're closed on Monday, or 11 to 8 on Sunday. We're closed on Mondays. Like I say, we have different lunch specials that we put up every day, and then we have daily specials Like tonight's special is a black and prime rib. Tomorrow we have everybody's favorite liver and onions. Not my favorite.
Not my favorite.
But there's a lot of folks in here that love the liver and onions. Friday we do a fish fry. Saturday we do prime rib, and I'll put our prime rib up against anybody in town. I think it's that good. And then Sunday we do pot roast. So, it's a good thing. Tuesdays we have our chef special. Kind of make whatever we decide we want to do, and we use that day to kind of a test day for possible new menu items and get the feedback from the guests and the residents here.
How about behind the scenes? Is the kitchen big enough? I mean, you have everything you need back there to make this work? Or
We have an ample room. We're starting to outgrow it a little bit, but there are already plans in place to do a little bit of growth as far as storage space for us. So that's coming up probably this summer. So so we're looking forward to that. But hey, we do a pretty good job. We put a lot of stuff out of our smaller than average kitchen, I guess. But it works for what we need, for sure.
Well, we're at Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. I got Matt Morris with me. He's the general manager. I got one last question here, Matt. 2020, we're in the early stages of it. I mean, anything that you guys have in the back of your mind you'd like to achieve that maybe you didn't do last year?
Not really. Just continue the growth that we've seen. Over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of growth within a lot of it within the community and from people from outside.
Right.
There's been some things I guess in the past that didn't sit well with people, and I think we've righted that ship, and we're putting it in a good direction, getting more and more people in here all the time. So, but other than that, any big events, nothing really planned. We sometimes they come up last minute.
Right.
We put together something. We'll probably have something coming up for 4th of July out on the back patio deck where we've done it a couple times with music and things like that. But nothing too big to go to put out there. Just normal business as usual.
Well, I got one more question here, only because of the facilities here are like absolute state of the art. This clubhouse, I haven't seen one as big and more beautiful as this one here. Let's talk about weddings. And I know that's a crazy topic for two men, but weddings, they have to happen here. And can you guys get involved?
Everyone, yeah, we've done a few wedding receptions. We have some coming up. Like I say, we have our large dining room that we can use, 62 seats there, so we can fit quite a few, a fairly good sized reception in there. Can't get anything too crazy, but it's it's a good place, and we can do pretty much anything as far as food goes, and work with just about any budget. So
Matt Morris, general manager here of the big kitchen here at the Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll check you guys out next week. And we want to welcome everybody to Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. My name is Chris Jones, and of course, last week we visited Rod. We were out on the links hitting some golf balls. This time today we are going inside the clubhouse, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. We have Jean, who is a member, who's been here for a while, and participates in the arts and crafts here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And you said you love this place. It's a great environment, good people. Tell us what goes on here in the clubhouse here at Crane Lakes.
Okay, well, I moved here 5 years ago from Connecticut, and it is truly the best place to live because there's always something going on, and there's the kindest people you ever want to meet in this place. It really is. We do stained glass here, and across the hall there's pool going on that the fellas and the women have a wonderful time doing. We have a workout room down the hall that a lot of people, and I should be participating in, but haven't. And we have a library next door. You can borrow books for free. I mean, we have bocce here. I play shuffleboard on Tuesday nights. This afternoon I'm going to play dominoes with my friends. There's always something going on.
Well, let me ask you something here. Do you work here, or you just?
No,
It sounds
I don't
like
work
you know
here.
everything about what's going on here in the club and the facilities, but you're active with most of everything.
Yes, yes. And then we have a big bingo game that goes on Wednesday nights where it's very well attended by a lot of people. And usually once a month there's an event. This Friday we have a beautiful Valentine's dance coming and to go on, and it's going to be just lovely.
Well, Gene, let's talk about, we walked by this room and I accidentally kind of fell in. Today we're doing a lot of taping and filming, but I see all the arts and crafts, and we're going to get the lady who runs this place as soon as she gets her nerve up. We'll come back to her momentarily here, but it's a big room, part of a wonderful clubhouse here. But you guys do one thing only here, and that's the glass stuff.
The stained glass.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's beautiful stained glass, and we have men and women who come in here. And the classes are on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. But once you know what you're doing, you can come in anytime you want and work on your piece. We only pay for our materials, and so it's a reasonable hobby.
Yes,
We have lovely people in here who we do more laughing and talking than we do anything else, and solve some of the problems of the world and talk about everything and anything.
The problems of the world. We talked about that beforehand. She says, in this facility, in this room, they solve the problems
That's
of the
right.
world. Is
If
there
they-
anything we can take with us that can benefit me?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so, but we have a lot of opinions.
No, a woman and an opinion. I don't know where we find the fit here. Let's talk about some of the products. When they're done, are they all recreational? Do they go in each and everybody's home here? Or do you guys find some ways to maybe sell them and help with some charitable causes?
Right. Well, what we do is you pick out any piece you want to make. We've had plenty of patterns here, and you make whatever you want. And then you also make one for us to sell, because all of these are for sale, and that helps to pay for our materials, so it keeps the cost for us down. Once a year we have a wonderful craft fair in our ballroom, and we have a table there, and we sell a lot of the things that we make, and that also helps to pay for our materials.
Gina, are you looking for some part-time work? I mean, you are an absolute perfect person behind the camera here.
Well, thank you. I was a teacher for 39 years, so I'm used to talking to an audience.
I want to talk, and we'll get more information here from the person that runs this class here. But this is a beautiful room. It's the facilities are state of the art. But why did they choose glass? Is there anything else that was in the mix?
I don't know really. It started years ago, and by a gentleman named Ralph. And when I came here, I thought, oh, gee, this could be a fun hobby. I had never done it before.
Right.
And Darlene shows us all what to do, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, Darlene is the lady that we're going to bring in
That's
here
right.
momentarily. Do you have any projects that you could maybe show us? Something that's, or they're still in the works right
They're
now?
still in the works, yes. I'm making a geometric flower right now, but it's not quite ready to yet.
Are you hitting the golf ball a little bit, or that's just for?
No, I don't play golf, but I did make my husband a golfer in stained glass. He's playing right now.
Any bingo numbers I need to take with me, because I could use a little extra cash.
No, I don't think so. No. But we also have another bingo
Yes, ma'am.
that we play. It's called bar bingo, and that's a lot of fun. It's not terribly serious, but we have a lot of laughs.
Well, it's at a bar and it's bingo.
You got it. Because
and
we have a
laughs.
lovely restaurant here also.
Yes, actually, we'll be going in there momentarily here
Mm-hmm.
to talk to some of the people here behind the scenes here. But you're not behind the scenes, but you act as if you are, because it seems like you get great joy out of all the amenities here at Craig Lakes.
I do. You know, a friend of mine when I was moving down here said, you need to live in a gated community because you're a very social person. If you live in a regular neighborhood, you're going to know your neighbors on either side, and that's it. And she was very right, really, because I've met so many wonderful people I now call my friends that are, they're very supportive of one another, really.
And you know what's interesting too? The clubhouse has got to be an area where people come, because
Mm-hmm.
there's 800 lots here, from what I heard from
Yes,
Rod, which
yes.
is a big community, over 300 acres. But this is the central hub where people get
Yes.
to know each other. Would you agree with that?
Yes. And there's two beautiful pools out back here. And people were in them yesterday because we had such wonderful weather yesterday.
We did.
And so yes, it is. I could say this is probably the hub. Yeah.
Well, in 2020, and I know this is a recreational place, and of course we're selling to keep everything alive here, but in 2020, do you guys have any little aspirations? Maybe we want to sell a little bit more to do something for this, or we just want to keep the boat rolling?
No, just keep the boat rolling. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, everybody just does things that they think are pretty and would like to try, and you know, let some people buy them, and we buy it. Sometimes we buy other people's,
And we keep the prices.
and we keep the prices very, very low because you know,
We're only looking to.
we're 55 and over,
spend.
and we don't always have a whole lot of money to spend on, you know.
What's your favorite food in the restaurant, Jane?
Favorite food? The French dip.
Au jus sauce?
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes, very good.
gracious.
And Saturday nights they have prime rib, and it's very, very
It's
reasonable.
my favorite meat, so the prime rib is good with the au jus sauce.
Yes, it is.
Well, we are thankful to have Jean here. Now, Jean lives here, folks. Don't misinterpret this, even though she knows everything about the facility. We're in the clubhouse at Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. We're going to come back with the lady that runs the show here. We'll be right back. And we welcome everybody back to Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. Last week we were hitting the golf ball with Rod on the links. Today we're inside the clubhouse. You spoke to Jane here, and she was the outgoing member here. Now we have Darlene. She says she's a little introverted, but she runs the show here. Darlene, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
An arts and crafts room, but you guys specialize in one thing only. Tell us how this thing came to be in your clubhouse here.
Well, I started in Ralph Edwards' class.
Okay.
That's Ralph Edwards.
Okay.
He started this.
Yes, ma'am.
And probably 23 years ago or so. I moved here 20 years ago
From?
from Illinois.
Okay.
And that's when I started the class. You know, coming in, I didn't know a thing about stained glass.
Yes, ma'am.
And he taught me everything that he felt I needed to know. Anyway, several years progressed and he became ill. He did pass away.
Yes.
And he had asked me if I would take over the class if anything happened to him. And I told him I would be honored to do so. And here I am.
So his memory.
So I've been here almost 20 years in this room.
20 years now. This is a beautiful clubhouse
Yes.
with lots of absolutely stunning amenities. For this room to be occupied by one thing only says you guys are having a lot of fun here. Would you agree?
Yes, yes. It's almost a selling point when people come looking,
Yes, ma'am.
because there's very few communities that offer stained glass.
Okay.
So, needless to say, management wanted to continue this
Yes, ma'am.
when Ralph became ill. So they were thrilled when I said I would take it over. You know.
20
And
years of, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's volunteer, total volunteer,
Yes, ma'am.
and I love it. I just love it.
How do we, now Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club allows people off the streets to do certain things. I know they can golf and this and that, but clubhouse accessibility and accessibility to your room, is that available to the outside public?
No.
Just members?
Just members.
Okay.
Just residents are allowed.
Is
in
there a
this
lot more
area.
jeans out there, or is Gina one of
Oh
those?
yes. Oh no, we
There's
have a
more
lot of jeans
You
here.
have a lot. I don't want them all
Yes.
in one day. I don't think I
Oh,
can handle
you know what?
that.
But the entertainment's great. They are great when they're together. When you get the women like Jean together, they're a lot of fun. They really
That
are.
would take the oxygen out of a room here. Let's talk a little bit about the things that are going on here now. I understand you spend a lot of time in here, and this is a wonderful thing. 20 years, and again, if something came bigger and bolder, you know, the business side of the world is always looking to replace things. But it looks like you guys are, you got your feet dug in, and this is a great project. And how are we getting newer members or people that are outside of these homes around here? How are we getting them aware of what's going on here?
Well, we have a craft fair once
Great.
a year.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It's very popular with the area. People come in, and of course they see we have stained glass.
Yes.
And the word spreads, like even just with, I was gonna say realtors and stuff like that.
Which
that
come through.
You know, that comes through, you know. because there is nowhere else that offers stained glass. So if
Right.
this is something you really, I have a couple right now,
Okay,
just moved here,
okay,
husband and wife.
yes ma'am.
They've been looking, they've been thinking about doing stained glass. Her husband did it a while back, and they just fell in love with it when they came in here and they saw we had the stained glass. And they don't have to buy anything.
Okay,
They don't have to buy any tools, they don't have to buy any equipment.
it's all here.
I provide everything for them. That's what the money goes for, that they pay me for the material that they use to make
Yes ma'am.
their pieces, and when I have to replace equipment. That's why we sell to the public and to the other residents, so that we can replace equipment when we need it. But we do, I heard you say something earlier
Not
about about donating or helping charities.
Yeah, I mean, proceeds,
Yeah.
there's
We do.
people in need.
We do that.
Okay, great.
We do 2 every year for Christmas.
Great.
We pick out, everybody has to agree on
Yes,
the
ma'am.
2 we're gonna give to.
Okay, good.
And we make donations to them,
Well, that's good. Giving hearts always comes back.
definitely.
Let's talk a little bit here about just the facility in general here. I mean, this is an outstanding facility here. As I said, you know,
Right.
it's Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. The country club is strategically placed where a lot of the members can see it. Are you actively looking for new people to come in here and improve their craft?
Oh, yes, all the time. Even though we are, as you can see, we are kind of crowded right now.
Well, that's because Jesse's
The
got a little
tables
side
are
on.
all full. I mean, these are everybody's individual workstations.
Yes,
and,
ma'am.
you know, but what I do, if somebody new wants to come in and we're full,
Yes, ma'am.
some of the people that have been doing it with me here for 7, 8, 9, 10 years already.
Okay.
And they're here every class day, just about, you know. And they have agreed, if we get a lot of new people coming in, because I told everybody, I can't say no to anybody.
Right.
I won't refuse anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
They have to, between themselves, agree on who's gonna come in here and work later.
Have you got to a point where it's been so busy
We've
where
had
sometimes you have to
times.
allot people?
We've had
Man-
times,
Okay, gotcha.
but
Time management.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I never lock that door.
Yes, ma'am.
It's always open. The people that know what they're doing, I allow them to come in here weekends, evenings,
Yes, ma'am.
anytime they want. They can come in here and work on their pieces. So,
It's Darlene, correct?
yes,
I got that right. We had Darlene and we had Jean earlier, and we're at the Crane Lakes Golf and Country Club. We actually found our way into their clubhouse, and they have an arts and crafts facility. Great people. We encourage everybody to watch our broadcast and come on into Crane Lakes and say hello to the ladies. Thank you again for your time.